breaking news update coming in, and we keep up with those visuals as well. Long-range precision strike capability of advanced version of the Brahmos missile successfully validated, as you can see on your screens. Pinpoint destruction of target demonstrated combat and mission readiness of frontline platforms. That was done. Another major milestone for Atmanirbhar Bharat. We keep up with those visuals of how India successfully test-fired once again Brahmos missile. Test-fired a naval variant of the advanced supersonic Brahmos cruise missile from a stealth-guided missile destroyer of the Indian Navy. We'll go across to our reporters in just a bit to get in more details on which Navy warship carried out this test firing of Brahmos supersonic cruise missile off the western seaboard. We are getting in these visuals of the test firing of Brahmos missile. The missile was tested from one of the naval ships, which is the latest, one of the latest warships of the Indian Navy that have been inducted recently. Perhaps INS Visakhapatnam. We'll go across for a confirmation on that. But Brahmos, remember, is the main weapon system of the Indian Navy warships and has been deployed on almost all of its surface platforms. An underwater version is also being developed, which will not be used by submarines of India, but also be offered for export to friendly foreign nations. Another example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, what the Prime Minister has been trying to push for the last so many years, and success of the same, as you can see on your screens, as India test fires the Brahmos missile. This is perhaps the Indian Navy's warship INS Visakhapatnam that carried out this test firing of Brahmos supersonic cruise missile of the western seaboard. We are also being told the warship has now reached Visakhapatnam to take part in the President's Fleet Review. So more details coming in, and these are visuals from earlier on. In fact, before that, advanced C-to-C variant of Brahmos supersonic cruise missile was also tested from INS Visakhapatnam. The missile hit the designated target ship precisely as per the DRDO. In fact, back then, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had also said that successful launch of missile reconfirmed the robustness of Indian Navy's mission readiness. Niranjan is getting in more details for us. Niranjan.
Well, this is extremely significant, what India has just done, because it's coming at a time when most countries, Christine, and we've been following very closely, how most countries have been, displaying their military might, readying their forces, and whose militaries are on standby for any sort of a situation emanating out of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. And in the backdrop of that, I think what India has just done, and India has been test firing and displaying its military might on a non-stop basis, especially the Brahmos system. India has made it clear that it will go ahead and test whichever missile it wants. And you will remember that in the past, several countries, including China, have been wary about India's Brahmos supersonic cruise missile testing. Now, this comes on the back of another test that was conducted about 2 weeks ago in INS Visakhapatnam. That was the Brahmos supersonic cruise missile that was successfully test fired. And Brahmos is an India-Russia joint venture. Brahmos Aerospace, I repeat, is an India-Russia joint venture. Produces supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarines, ships, aircraft, or from land platforms. And India has successfully test-fired the naval variant. And regarding this particular test, I just want to tell our viewers what this test has essentially done has shown India's long-range precision strike capability. I repeat, long-range precision strike capability. It's an advanced version of the Brahmos missile. It's capable of pinpoint destruction of target, and it was demonstrated in this particular test firing. And it also displays the combat and mission readiness for frontline platforms. It's a big milestone for India's Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now, that's what the forces are also trying to send out. Let me go across to Major General Sanjay Soy joining us on the phone line. General Soy, the timing couldn't have been more intriguing. The timing couldn't have been more interesting, significant, sir. And the fact that Brahmos Aerospace itself is an India-Russia joint venture, I think there is so much symbolism attached to this, sir.
Absolutely. In fact, it is a great achievement every time we take a step forward in making Atmanirbhar Bharat. It really gives me goosebumps. Reason being, if you see in the present scenario in the Russia-Ukraine war, one has to be self-dependent. Ukraine was left high and dry in this kind of scenario, in this kind of tension in the war by the allied countries, by the NATO countries. So this is a great step, the technological demonstration. And also we are exporting, we are getting orders from the Philippines and other countries. There are inquiries from other countries also. And yes, it shows we have the power, we can do it, and we are doing it. And it also sends a message for other defense industries also that they also need to go ahead. And that is the ultimate step for making Bharat strong, making India strong. Yeah.
Yes. And, so just if you can talk a little bit about what the capability of Brahmos missile is. And we know how India's neighbors have been extremely nervous about our defense might, and especially the Brahmos.
Yeah, Brahmos is a cruise missile and it can be launched from land, sea and air. And India has shown its capability in the past. And that is why it sends shivers down the China that they are quite uneasy about our development and having the Brahmos missile in our arsenal. And with the Russian, this is Make in India. In fact, if you see with the joint venture between Russia and India. And it is tremendous. And it is an offensive weapon system. It is not a defensive weapon system. It can target any city in China and Pakistan. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, General Sanjay Soy, thank you for speaking to Republic TV. Christine, so what you're just seeing is very significant on the back of what Republic TV has also been reporting, from the front line in the war zone in Russia and Ukraine. This is huge. I think the message is going out also, to all of India's neighbors. And India is certainly sending out a message. Look at, what has been in focus today. Long-range precision strike capability, pinpoint destruction of targets, and readiness for frontline platforms, right? And the target demonstration of pinpoint destruction has been achieved, which means this can hit, what you've been seeing in Ukraine, right? You've been looking at precision strikes by Russia. For example, just to give you an example, they've been striking military depots, installations, airfields from hundreds and thousands of kilometers away. That's the kind of capability that Brahmos displays. Now, Brahmos can strike most of China's cities, and all of Pakistan is covered. And I think this is a big boost to India's military might, and that's on display today. I'll hand it back to you for now. A story broken by Republic TV. Let's see if we can get some more strategic experts on the phone line with us. But just to give you a background about the Brahmos missile, it's a medium-range ramjet supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarines, ships, aircraft, or land. It's one of the world's fastest supersonic cruise missiles, a joint venture between Russian Federation's NPO, Mashino Stroyenia, and India's DRDO. And they together have formed Brahmos Aerospace, and it is based essentially on the Russian P-800 Onyx cruise missile and other similar sea-skimming Russian cruise missile technology. Now, it's significant because it comes on the back of other tests that India has conducted on the same platform, especially in the last few months. Like I mentioned a short while back, 2 weeks back, we had successfully tested the supersonic cruise missile from INS Vishakhapatnam, and this is once again, I'm reiterating that for all our viewers. The Brahmos Aerospace is an India-Russia joint venture producing supersonic cruise missiles. So I think there is a lot of significance attached to it as well. The last time we tested it was about 2 weeks back. That was a naval variant of the advanced supersonic Brahmos cruise missile from a stealth-guided. The last time we tested it was from a stealth-guided missile destroyer of the Indian Navy, which was the INS Vishakhapatnam, which carried out the test firing of this Brahmos supersonic cruise missile. This is from the western seaboard Now, the western seaboard is also significant. The warship, from where it was tested, was also to take part in the president's fleet review on the 21st of February. So a lot of significance attached, and it's coming at a time when, we've been saying it, the world is at war, and NATO is on a war mode, and Russia is already at war with Ukraine. So the symbolism is huge, and I think what India has just done is send a strategic message as well. I'm handing it back to you,